We received a call in the mid-afternoon of a fire in the Ford area. We got to the scene. The fire had already grown from just a small fire in the backyard of a residence to several acres. And by the time the sun rose the next morning, it was up around 8,000 acres.
That day, with the fuels and the humidity being low and a little bit of weather and topography of where the fire had started, it just kept kind of moving on us, and everything we did, it kind of just laughed at us. If you don't have enough resources to be offensive, then you have to go into defensive mode, which is protecting, values at risk, structures, people's homes.
It wasn't a forest fire, it was a firestorm. I could see the flaming embers coming up out of the trees, and it was coming up towards the property, and the wind started. All that flaming ash came out, and it was raining fire. I mean, just absolutely raining fire. If it wasn't for them, I would have probably lost the house.
Is 231 and all of Rail Canyon.
As the scene unfolded, certainly additional volunteers would have been extraordinarily helpful in getting the word out. Having 20 or 30 volunteers respond to a scene instead of the 10 that we were able to initially muster that day, while it wouldn't have stopped that fire, it certainly could have helped control the boundaries of that fire. It certainly could have aided in getting notice out to the people who lived in the area that the fire was advancing toward. We will take any of our members of our community any day who are willing to step up and pick up the mantle of that challenge.
I'd had people in the past kind of goad me about joining the fire department, so one day kind of had an epiphany sitting on the couch that, maybe I should give that a try. The rest is history. Started doing it, fell in love with it. Never really intended to get a job doing it, just wanted to volunteer. Been here for 12 years. So. We say this, the first time you get in one of these red trucks and fly down the highway with the lights and sirens going, it hooks you.
Stevens Fire Rescue 1 is really a very unique department because we view our mission as being something much greater than just simply fire response. For a great deal of our population, we are the primary or only provider of medical services. They rely on us, and in many cases, it's a life-changing reliance that they have on us.
Being a part of what we do is the most rewarding thing you can do in your life for numerous reasons. Not very many people in their life can say that they've saved somebody's life. That really makes your heart swell.
The fire service is much like the military and much like law enforcement in that the level of camaraderie, the level of fellowship between the men and women that work in those fields is a bond that you don't find in just about any other job. We train together, we socialize together, we do everything together. We work with our people regardless of what your intent is, what you as a volunteer want to get out of your service. Our volunteers are every bit as functional as our career people. We can put people through the training. We provide them all that training with no charge. We can give them the equipment they need to be able to function in a safe manner, in a safe environment.
And when you go through the training and you're done and you feel like you're really, you have the medical training and the fire training and you're to really show up and make a difference in somebody's, the worst day of their life, that really makes you feel good.
I mean, those folks, I can't give them enough credit. I consider them one of the more well-trained that I've been around. And it's mainly because I think it's people that they hire are made up of people that live here. They know the area, they know most of the people, and they do care.
People that get into public safety don't do it for the pay. They don't do it for any kind of glory, because for the most part, there's not a lot of glory to be found in it. They do it because they're convicted that they can help.
You can't put a price on that. And until somebody feels that and actually walks away and feels like, wow, I just saved somebody's life or I saved somebody's home, it's something that you want to do over and over and over again.
We can't count on every day turning out the way that day did last August. And we hope we never see that again. but experience tells us that it's happening more frequently. I hope that for those out there who see this and feel like maybe that's something I want to do, they'll take that opportunity to come down, learn more, come visit us.
You're never too young and you're never too old. Doesn't matter if you're 20 or if you're 60 years old. There's a place for you in our organization or in the fire service in general. Everybody has something to offer. It's part of that team effort thing. Everybody has something to offer. Best job in the world. You hear that a lot, but that's really the truth.